goes out on Collins. I be.
What's going on, everybody? The original Mako back with some more Never Return content, and this is a little bit of day one tips. I'm sure I'm going to have more tips and stuff coming soon, but if you're watching this on the day that it's happening, then hello, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. At the time of this video going up, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a giveaway for Never Return. I have an extra key that I can give away, and it's going to be available to anybody who is supporting me on Patreon, and that is linked in the description. You can do it for as little as $3 a month. $3 a month, and it goes a long, long way in supporting me and the content that you guys watch and enjoy, theoretically. But I would really appreciate the support. You should also check out the Twitch link. It's in the description as well. But hopefully some of you guys find this useful. If you're watching this way in the future, hopefully it still makes sense. I know they're going to be changing this game a lot, but it's something they don't really explain too well. So I'm going to try to kind of help explain. It's not going to be a super long video, just a quick little thing on kind of how this smelting works and how gems work and all that, because I was kind of confused for a second. I figured it out, but hopefully this will prevent any confusion in the future. So we're going to have a quick look at this little furnace, this little guy over here, smelting, and what comes from it. So you can smelt these things called gems, okay? You can see here different percentages for a common, rare, epic, and legendary gem, and then a talent gem. And you're like, well, what the hell are gems? You know, I thought the stuff we slot into gear are called runes, so it's not the stuff we put into gear. So what the hell do we do with gems? Well, gems can be used in the talent tree. Every so often in the talent tree, you can see these little like locked symbols, or some of my talents have like 2 things on them. That's because they have a gem slotted into that slot. So everything that has this little plus, if you have the talent unlocked, or a lock symbol, if you don't have it unlocked, is a place where you can put one of these gems that you can smelt. Now, every gem you craft can go into any slot except for these things called talent gems. So talent gems are can only go into the specific, I guess, ending node for each tree. So like for the node I am currently building, the last node that you can unlock is Titanic Power, okay? How do you know if it's the specific node? Well, this requires a talent point to unlock, as you can see, and then literally right there, it says it requires a Titan Jin Elixir as well to unlock. Not just a talent point. Everything only requires a talent point except for the last thing in each tree. So if we go over to this tree here, I'm sure somewhere it'll say, this one. So Bloody Roar is the last one. And that requires a Horn of the Bloody Incubus to unlock it. And then all of the ending nodes have a gem slot. The only type of gem that can go into that slot is a talent gem. And you need a dual copy of, so let's say, in my example, the Titan Jin Elixir, right? If I can find it. There it is. So I need one of these to unlock that ability. And then to get a talent gem, I would need another one of these, and it would have a chance when I smelt it to come up as a talent gem, so I could slot it into that slot and then, proceed to use it how I see fit. But you need a dual copy of whatever tree you're working on, that specific item, which can only be dropped from overlords, which are like the bosses in the game, like the big bosses, are the only enemies that can drop these items. So yeah, it's not easy to get these, and it's the talent gems are, I'm assuming, pretty good. I haven't had a chance to unlock one yet, but I'm assuming they're pretty good. But for just normal smelting, not involving all of this Titanic, what the hell, whatever, you need these soul fires, soul scripts, and soul hearts, and you need at least one of each to smelt a gem. So these items can be found in your materials section. Soulfire, as you can see, it's dropped by overlords or the big bosses. Those are the only enemies that'll drop it. Soul Hearts are only dropped by elite enemies, which the game kind of explains what elites are They have like the little fiery thing around their head and are a little bit bulkier than other enemies. And then soul scripts are just dropped by normal monsters. It's a chance to drop for these, so it's never guaranteed, but you have a chance to drop it on a boss, on an elite, and on normal enemies. Obviously, the more of a better rune you add, the better chance for better gems. So let's just take a look if we put one each. One each. We have a 12% chance for legendary, epic 19, rare 29, common 40. Let's add another soul script. Legendary goes up to 13, 20, 29, and 38. Let's say instead of a soul script, we add another soul heart. That increases our epic rate a decent bit. Actually, a pretty good chunk there. And then let's say we add another soul fire. That greatly increases the legendary rate. Soul fire is obviously the most important ones and the best ones. So the more you add of those, like if I was to add 4, our legendary goes way up. If I keep putting this up, the legendary will go up and then kind of down. The color of the gem that, or the little soul thing that you're adding, is what affects the percentages the most. So if you add soul scripts, your rare percentage is going to go up. You add soul fires, the legendary is going to go up, and soul hearts, epic's going to jump a little bit more. So for this example, I'm just going to kind of use, I guess, I'm going to use both of my smelting slots. So we'll use half of my soul fires. We'll use half of my soul scripts and then half of my soul hearts. And I do have some of these, so I could get a talent gem if I wanted to. As you can see, it's a pretty high percentage chance when you add one of these for a talent gem, but I don't have any Titan Jin elixirs, and that's the only tree I'm working on. So we're just gonna go ahead and smelt and let it happen. So as you can see, this one is going to take an hour and 40 minutes. That's real time. So you could keep grinding dungeons, you could leave the game and come back. It'll be done in an hour and 40 minutes. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here and just kind of smelt away and let it go. Another hour and 40 minutes. And you can have up to 4 of these slots unlocked for crafting gems. And then I'll kind of show you some of the products that you can get. So let's take a look at, I have 4 of these equipped right now. So if we go to our gem category here, I have 2 legendary gems and then 2 epic gems. Let's look at one of the epics real quick because this one's pretty simple. So this one is just reduce the charge up time of heavy attacks by 12% and increase the charge up damage of heavy attacks by 16.5%. So these can be upgraded, as you can see, as a part of the talent tree. Like this one, for example, requires 200 soul stones to upgrade. Each gem will come out with a different, like each different stat has a different amount of levels. So you can upgrade it. If I upgrade this Doomsday gem once, Warpath will go to 2, Carnage will go to 2, and then let's say I upgrade it 6 times. Warpath goes all the way to 6, Carnage goes to 6, but we can upgrade it all the way to 15 times, but the Warpath stat will not upgrade any further. So you can upgrade this thing 15 times, but Warpath will only go to 6, and then it'll stop after Carnage gets to full 15. Same thing here. These will only go to 7. This will go to 10, and it works like that for all of them. The better the gem you get, the higher the upgrade levels are, because obviously that means, you know, the more you're going to get out of it, the more you can level it up, the better the stats are going to be. And then each different stat in itself has a rarity. So like these are both epic rarity. These 2 are legendary. That's an epic rarity. A common, epic, legendary, and then epic. So each different stat on the gem has its own rarity as well. But you can take these and add them into the skill tree and then level them up with your soul stones. Where you put them, from what I've seen, doesn't make a difference. It's still the same amount to upgrade it from level 1 to 2. It's not like it interacts with the skill that you put it with in any way, other than possibly the talent gem. But other than that, it doesn't seem to matter in the skill tree where you put these gems, just that they're in there, and then you can upgrade them from there and kind of figure out exactly the gems you want for whatever build you're running. And yeah, it just seems like it's another layer to add to the game of things you can put in the talent tree, things you can, min-max your build with. The one that I really have heavily involved with was this one. I have fully upgraded because from what I have seen so far, stamina is the longer you can go without losing your stamina, the better by a long shot. So this one had a reduce all stamina consumption by 18%, and that has been massive for me so far. So that's the one I've gone all in on. I don't think I've even upgraded any of the other ones. So, but yeah, there can definitely be some good ones. There's some let's see, like this one's not as crazy. Because this is spell damage, which I'm not really using. I don't use my spells too often. Lifesteal for spells is kind of good, but it's only while you're below 30%. Damage dealt increased, but only while below 30%. And then damage reduction only while below 30%. Now that one could be really nice to prevent you from just dying quickly. But yeah, gems are really, really good addition. I was just kind of confused at first as to where they went. And then I messed around a little bit and figured out, oh, you put them in the talent tree. That's what these little pluses are. And, I'm really low on soul hearts. As you can see, I only had 2 of the soul hearts, the purple ones. So anytime you get an elite, you're going to want to look for those soul hearts to drop, and you're going to hope that you can get as many of those as possible. Because honestly, you're guaranteed a boss every 5 floors. And then you're guaranteed another one when you find any of the little rune summoning areas. But for elites, it's sometimes hard to find elites. You can go a while without seeing any. But I do think it's important to mention that the things that you get are completely different from these. That's why I'm calling this smelting, not crafting, because there are these things called equipment crystals that you can use to strengthen equipment. I don't know what that is yet. I think that has to do with the blacksmith, which is another part of the game that you can unlock. But these equipment crystals have nothing to do with the smelter or the soul fire, the soul hearts, none of that stuff. Those are completely separate from each other. Soul 4. I'm assuming this means it's supposed to be Soul Forge. But yeah, that's just a quick little guide to gems and how smelting and crafting works and kind of what you do with them and how you can use them. And just something to help a little bit in case anybody was confused like I was. This will hopefully help clear some of that stuff up. So, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and let me know what other type of never return stuff you guys would like to see. Always willing to make content on it. And yeah, be sure to check out the links in the description, like I said, for the Patreon, Twitch, Friday, which will be the first day I can play this on stream. I am going to be... I guess this is going up on a Thursday, so tomorrow, if you're watching this the day it goes up, I'm going to be doing a very long stream trying to go from floor 0 to 200 as quickly as possible. I don't even know if that's possible in one sitting, but we're going to see. So check out the Twitch as well, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video.